Dressing like a professional still matters. Even in the age of Zoom meetings and webcams, professional dress is still a crucial aspect of the digital and physical workplace and continues to matter as much as it ever has, if not more. In this episode, Tarsha Gibbons, lead stylist for TG Image and Style, discusses why dressing like a professional still matters.
Welcome to Business Matters, a presentation of the Chamber Coalition, which comprises the New American Chamber of Commerce, the African American International Chamber of Commerce, and the Hispanic American International Chamber of Commerce. To become a chamber member, be a guest, or register for our events, go to www.nacc.nyc. That's www.nacc.nyc, or call us at 718-722-9217. That's 718-722-9217.
A very warm welcome to everyone. We are joined by a very special guest, Ms. Tarsha Gibbons, who is the lead stylist for TJ Image and Style, an image consulting company that she founded over 12 years ago. Ms. Gibbons helps women and men to dress the body they are in and create the image they want. And today we are going to be discussing why dressing like a professional still matters. Thank you so much for joining us, Ms. Gibbons.
You are so welcome. I'm glad to be here.
So when I introduced you, your introduction says dressing for the body they are in and creating the image they want. Let's talk about that.
Okay, yes. So what happens is a lot of times people live in the place of when I get to this size, well, when I do this, well, when I lose my stomach, well, when my arms get a little firmer. So when I say dressing the body you're in, meaning whatever your size is right now, let's dress it to the best of its ability, and then you can create the image you want while still looking good right now. Some people put off looking good now because they think looking good comes attached with a certain size, and it doesn't. So that's what that means.
Okay, great. So if you are size 12, wear size 12 clothes and not a 10. Do not squeeze into a 10.
Exactly. So, okay, you want to be that 10, but you're a 12 now. So fine. You can still buy the clothes that you would want to wear when you're a size 10 and wear them at a size 12. And then once you get to that size 10, you can have those same clothes tailored to fit that size 10 body that you now have.
So dressing like a professional still matters. We are in the age of Zoom meetings and webcams, but we still have to make that good first impression, which can take us a long way in our business and professional meetings. So can you share why this is so important and some tips as well?
Right. So you always, depending on your industry, it actually doesn't even depend on your industry. You always want to come off as a professional. And the quickest way that somebody can tell that you're a professional is they size you up by the way that you're dressed. So if you're an attorney, right, there's a certain aspect of dress that people expect to see you in. But you can also be an artist, and you can still express your art, but look professional. So there's a certain connotation that comes to people's minds when they think about professional. When they think about professional, they think about high-powered. They think about having authority, a lot of respect. They think that you're very intelligent. So you could be all those things, but put that in the wrong outfit, and it could be the total opposite effect.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was talking about creating a bad first impression.
Yeah, exactly. Right. You can have someone. So one of the things that I always say is you always want to leave the house like you're expecting an opportunity. So if you leave the house like you're expecting an opportunity, how would you leave?
Yeah, because I remember one Saturday I was in the office and this lady is asking me, where are you going? And I'm like, what do you mean where I'm going? I'm in the office. I'm outside of my house.
Yeah. Yep.
You understand? It's like I'm in the office. It's a Saturday, but I still have to look like, look a certain way. I'm not in my house.
Right, exactly. And a lot of people are under the assumption, they take the, don't judge a book by its cover or take me as I am. They take it a little too far. That really does not work in the business world. that does not work. It may work on a personal level, and sometimes it doesn't even work on a personal level, because people get an impression of you, or they sum up in their mind what you are, who you are, and if you are of any importance and value based on the way that you present yourself to the world. So you always want to present yourself in your best light. So some of the ways that you can do that is to always have your hair kept. Have your hair kept. And I'm not trying to say different styles or anything like that. I'm not trying to say, it needs to be like this or it needs to be like that. You know what it means to have your hair kept. So someone shouldn't be able to walk up to you and like smell smoke in your hair because you were at the bar the night before. It should be well groomed. It should look well. It shouldn't be like all in your face and just doesn't even have a direction. So you want to have, your hair well. One of the main things that you want to do is you always want to have your nails very well. They don't have to be a manicure, but have them shaped well, and they have to be clean. They have to be clean. If you have old polish, if you're a woman, you have to take that polish off. It is not acceptable to have chipped polish because it conveys the message that you don't care. And it also conveys the message that, well, what else is undone? Mm-hmm. So you always want to have your nails nicely shaped and clear. You don't have to have polish on. They can be clear, but have them nicely shaped and clean. Clean would be the key thing. And also, don't have hangnails, don't have broken nails. Just don't do that if you're going to be in a professional setting. Another thing, and Pearl said it earlier, is don't have on tight clothes. Have on clothes that are fitted, but not tight. And tight meaning like if you have on a pair of dress pants, like you can see the inside of your pocket. Like it's stretched so much that you can see the inside of your pocket. Or if you're a woman, you can see your panty lines. That is a big no-no. Don't
the panty lines.
Yes. Do not do panty lines. Don't do that. It's called VPL, which is a visible panty line. You don't ever want to do that, because it takes the attention and the focus away from why you're there, and people are staring at your panty line. We've all seen it. A woman walk by, or sometimes a man if he's wearing tighty whities. And because men are into wearing tight pants now as well, don't do that. So those are the main things. And when you show up somewhere, you always want to say, could you tell me where the restroom is? And you always want to go to the restroom. You want to check your face, check your teeth, make sure nothing's out of place, because sometimes, you may have eaten something and you don't even realize something's stuck in your teeth, and not all the time people tell you. So that's another tip. You always want to go to the bathroom whenever you arrive to where you're going, just to check yourself, and then add some little finishing touches, like if you need to powder your face or something like that, or guys, you may need to fix your tie. You always want to do that. So those are some of the things about keeping yourself professional and businesslike, and you also want to use, sir or miss or Mrs. or Mr. Like, don't go in there familiar. Don't go in there like it's your friend, it's your homeboy. Even if your friend hooked you up with the interview or with don't go in there like you're already in. You want to be professional. You want to be poised. You want to speak with confidence. Confidence is another way of being professional, being confident in what you're saying. And also, if you don't know something, to say, you know what, I'm not too sure about that. Let me get back to you, instead of trying to give an answer to seem like you're more intelligent in the area than you actually are, and then it's a wrong answer.
So
those are some of the tips that I would give about, being professional and dressing professional still matters.
Thank you so much for those tips. So let's talk about color psychology, because color has an impact.
Yeah. So with colors, right, you want to choose colors that are not demanding, right? So when I say demanding, it's like you wouldn't go somewhere if you're trying to be in a professional setting, maybe unless you're like the guest speaker. You don't want to go out there in an all red suit or an all yellow suit. Like, you don't want to go in something that's going to pull all the attention to you. Now, if you want to wear a black suit or a navy suit or a gray suit and put on a red top or wear a red tie, then that's fine. You can always have a pop of color, but you don't want to be overwhelming, because then people can take that a different way too. It may seem like it's not professional, or you're cocky, or you're conceited, or you want all eyes on you. You require a lot of attention. So you want to be aware of what the colors that you're choosing to wear, what they do, what is the impact to the people who are seeing you. For yourself, you're probably like, oh, this is great. But for the people who you have to be around, it might be a little bit different, And also, I would encourage you to do not wear black all the time. Don't wear black all the time. Get out of all the black. There are so many other tones that are muted that you can wear that are not black. You can wear a beautiful brown, a beautiful tan, a nice gray, a beautiful navy. You can wear so many different colors that are professional, don't call attention to yourself, but make you look well kept, make you look professional, and you get to command a room. So with the colors, you want to be, you want to err on the side of staying neutral, but just using a pop of color. And I would also say with the women, with your nails, I guess unless you've been there for a long time and it's acceptable, try to keep your nails in neutral colors as well. And don't get caught up into, I don't want someone telling me what to do. They're my nails. I should be able to, because you also have to realize that you are representing whatever company or whatever brand it is. And so depending on what that brand is and what they allow or don't allow, or the image that they want to portray, if you want to work there, you should get in line with what they're trying to portray.
Great. And finally, let's talk about accessories, how accessories can help us to score bonus points when it comes to how others perceive us.
Yes, accessories are great. Now, this is the place where you can be a little more free, right? Not too free where you're like wearing, earrings that are bigger than your head. Like, you want to do that. But you can wear like beautifully stated earrings. You can wear a nice piece of jewelry. You can wear a great watch. A great watch says a lot. Like, you can have on a great suit and then have on a nice watch. People notice nice watches. I'm not saying flashy, but just a really nice watch, a really nice timepiece, or a really nice, bracelet if you're a woman, really nice ring, a very beautiful necklaces. Like, you can wear something, like, say if you wore just a regular, A-line dress and put on a beautiful necklace, it changes the entire appearance of the outfit. So accessories, I would say, get some unique pieces, get some pieces that you really like, that you really enjoy, and then also get some everyday pieces. But this is where you can make sort of your statements, and it's kind of understated but stated, but it doesn't take over the entire appearance of you.
All right. So, Ms. Gibbons, we want to thank you so much for sharing this great information, and we look forward to having you at the seminar on Wednesday, March the 29th. And persons who are interested, you can go to powerimage.eventbrite.com. That's powerimage.eventbrite.com. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pro. I look forward to speaking with you all on the 29th as well.
You are invited to the Chamber Coalition Small Business Business Sense Bootcamp. Join our 5-session webinar series where we provide education and business preparation for small business owners and startups. Learn the basics of business planning, how to finance your business alternatives and your credit as an asset, marketing and social media strategies, small business solutions, legal, tax, accounting, banking, and insurance, and how to do business with the government and corporations. Register at startupsbootcamp.eventbrite.com.